Hello friends, today we are going to talk about the geometry. In the last period, we have discussed about the axioms of Euclid's geometry, and now we are going to talk about the postulates of Euclid's geometry. Okay, first of all, you have to understand that what is the postulates and what is the axiom. In the last period, we have discussed about the axioms, but where we have to use the axioms, actually, axioms are used in a algebra. Okay, axioms are used in algebra for logical things. Okay, so and postulates are used in a geometry. Okay, so this is the information about the postulate and axioms. So now we are going to talk about the postulates. So let's talk about the first postulate. First postulate is that a straight line may be drawn from any point to any another point. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? It means that straight line can be drawn from any point to any point. Okay, for example, I'm drawing one line segment from this point to this point. Okay, it means that I have just started to draw one line from this point to this point. It's a straight line. Okay, it's a straight line. So just because of that, I'm saying that a line, a straight line may be drawn from any point to any another point. So this one is the first postulate of Euclid's geometry. So let's talk about the other postulates of Euclid's geometry. What is the terminated line? You know that a terminated line can be produced infinitely. What is the meaning of infinitely? Infinitely means it goes up to infinity. So let's talk about it. So first point is terminated. Okay, a terminated line, it means that this terminated point, from this terminated point one line is produced and it goes up to infinity. It means that it is nothing but the ray. Okay, it is a ray. Okay, so a terminated line can be produced infinitely. This is the second postulate of the Euclid geometry. So let's talk about the third postulate of Euclid geometry. What is the third postulate of Euclid geometry? It is saying that a circle can be drawn with any center or any radius. What is the important thing in the circle? First of all, we have to know that circle, to draw a circle, a point is a very important. We have to look, we have to understand, you can draw any circle from any center. Center is the very important, center plays a very important role to draw a circle. And from this center, if you are drawing a circle like this, okay, what is this? This is a circle. So center is a very important. From any center you can draw any circle. Okay, and radius, another thing is radius. Radius is very important to draw the circle. So you can draw a circle of any radius. Any radius means that may be a 7 centimeter, 8 centimeter, or anything, whatever. Okay, you can draw a circle of any radius or from any center. Okay, so this is all about the third postulate of Euclid's geometry. So let's talk about the fourth postulate of Euclid's geometry. All right angles are equal to one another. It means that right angles are always equal to each other. For example, we are taking one example here. So this one is the first figure and this one is the second figure. Okay, in the first figure, if we name it as a and second figure we name it as a B. Okay, in the second figure there is a 90-degree angle. In the first figure also there is a 90-degree angle. Is there any difference between the 90-90? No. Actually, the first figure's angle is equal to the second figure's angle. It means that angle of A, figure A, is equal to the angle of figure B. So this is all about the fourth postulate of Euclid's geometry. Okay. So let's talk about the fifth postulate of Euclid's geometry. Okay. What is the fifth postulate of Euclid's geometry? It is nothing but the You may have seen some parallel lines like this and one transversal line. Okay, this is the transversal line, and these are parallel lines. Suppose these two are parallel lines, L and M. This is the interior angle. Okay, if I name it as X and it is as a Y, if X plus Y is not equal to 180 or it is less than 180, it is sorry, if it is less than 180, then these lines will be go like this. Suppose this is a transversal, these two are not parallel lines, actually just suppose it L and M, and this is a transversal line, and interior angle is not, it means that this X and this Y is not equal to, it means that it is less than 180. So this line will goes up to infinity like this, and this line will goes up to infinity, and at one point they will meet each other, they will cross each other. So just because of that, the interior angle is less than 180, it happens. Okay, and whenever in such a figures, if two lines are parallel, for example this L and M are parallel to each other, L and M, and we take one transversal line like this, so what will be happen, they will not meet each other, they will goes up to infinity in a straight line. Okay, so they will not cross each other, L will not cross to the M and M will not cross to the L. Why? Because the sum of these two interior angles are equal to 180. Just because of that, these two lines don't intersect each other at any point. So this is all about the postulate of fifth. Okay, you postulate fifth postulate of Euclid's geometry. Okay, so thank you so much. In the next period we will talk about the next point. Thank you so much.